Hi everybody, and welcome to the first of the Citrix Summit series Q&A sessions with me, PJ Hough, Chief Product Officer here at Citrix. First of all, a huge thank you to all of you that have participated in the Summit series. Hope you found the content valuable and useful. As always, a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of follow-up questions that are getting posted online. And so some of those questions from media, from our customers, from our partners. And I thought I'd take the opportunity here today to select a handful of those questions and walk through them and maybe provide some background. If your question doesn't get answered here, be sure to follow online with the chat, where either I or one of the members of the team will be happy to answer your follow-up questions. Thank you. So the first question was in relation to our announcements regarding our new ADM capabilities. ADM, as many of you know, is our application delivery manager control plane that allows you to manage multiple deployed instances of our Citrix ADC networking software and hardware, whether that's deployed in your data center on premises, or it's deployed into a public cloud or a private cloud. And of course, we support the full array of instances of that ADC service, whether it be a hardware appliance, a multi-tenant solution, a software deployed solution into containers or into virtual machines or on bare metal, and then of course wrapped with the protection services that you need for application protection such as DDoS, WAF, and bot protection. And all of that can be orchestrated and controlled from that ADM control plane. And specifically the announcements that we made at the summit related to two specific areas. The first one is the use of style books to easily transition the profile that you have established for your application from one location to another to really help you manage that migration process as you think about moving your application between public and private cloud or private cloud and maybe a data center. And so really simplifying and automating many of the steps associated with application migration. At the same time, guaranteeing that you have the same network posture and profile that you previously had protecting and managing delivery of that application. And the second is the availability of our ADM service, which is a cloud instance of that orchestration and control plane that really gives you visibility across the entire estate of hardware, software, public cloud, private cloud instances of your network and gives you single view into that entire infrastructure that you're managing. Very powerful set of capabilities. Many more great things to come in ADM and our ADM service, but they're the big announcements for today. Next up, we have a question about the CVED service. Can you talk a little more about why customers should consider moving to the CVED service, especially those that are hesitant to consider moving to the cloud? Well, if you haven't already looked at the customer videos that we've posted online from Autodesk, Centrica, and Mass General Brigham, I encourage you to take a look at those videos because the customers in those videos do a great job of explaining in their own words why moving to the cloud made sense to them. Certainly, I will say over the last several months, I've talked to many customers who are moving to the cloud to access elastic capacity and basically help their business migrate in this very different time. And of course, whether it's the current transition that customers are going through or other events that occur on a regular basis in our business with regard to needing capacity on demand, the cloud certainly provides some of those capabilities. And that's one of the things that we certainly provide with CVED service. One really important thing to remember about the way we've designed the service is that it acts as a front to all of the public clouds as well as your existing data center. So if you have already got Citrix workloads deployed on-prem, you can move the control plane into Citrix Cloud, leave your existing workloads on-prem, and then begin migrating them on your own timeline and to the cloud of your choice. So this gives you maximum flexibility to tap into cloud capacity, but at the same time preserve the investment you've made in your on-prem deployment. And really the benefits of being in the CVED service relate to the fact that it's always an up-to-date service, a SaaS service operated by Citrix, We have a lot of automation in the service that really reduces the effort that it required from the customer to manage the deployment. And of course, we have new services that we're building in the cloud along with that CVED service, like our analytics services, that will enhance it over time. And in relation to the CVED service, we had several key announcements in this summit. The first one being the introduction of CVED standard on Azure, which really gives you a turnkey out-of-the-box desktop as a service solution running on the Azure platform. We also announced several new enhancements and integrations with Microsoft WVD, really making a combined solution of the Citrix Cloud Control Plane with WVD for the modern desktop and application workloads. We also announced, of course, support for VMware Cloud on AWS for existing customers who are already running on VMware infrastructure on premises and want to move it to a public cloud. We fully support that. And of course, we also announced a new set of migration tools to help customers take their existing deployment and configuration and easily move that to the cloud. So lots of improvements in the CVED service and lots of reasons to consider moving to it, to take advantage of the capacity, to take advantage of the integration with the public clouds, the hybrid footprint of maintaining what's on-prem, as well as accessing that technology, and of course, getting current and up-to-date always on access to the CVED capabilities as they evolve over time. Our next question is, how does Citrix help customers move non-CVED workloads to the cloud? Well, as you can imagine, our real goal with helping customers move other applications to the cloud is really helping them preserve the network posture and profile and the security and application delivery performance that they were seeing in their on-prem applications and as they move it to the cloud. So many of our investments in ADM are not just about providing a parallel service to what was available in the on-prem Citrix networking portfolio, but also making it easy for you to migrate easily from one to the other and take advantage of the fact that in many cases, customers will be in a hybrid world where some applications will stay on-prem for some time and others will move more quickly to the cloud. At the same time, many customers are in the process of modernizing those applications as they move to the cloud, moving maybe to containers or to new architectures, at which point they'll actually have to reconfigure their networking assets in the cloud in order to provide the same level of protection around different application infrastructure and different application components that existed in their on-prem data center. Of course, it's also true that many customers are modernizing their on-prem applications, and so that same application pattern of containerization and moving to virtual networking services applies equally on-prem as in the cloud, with ADM as the mechanism to control the whole environment. Our next question is about our relationship with Google as a partner. It was a significant part of the Cloud Summit. Well, we've been partners with Google for quite a long time, since 2011 in fact, in helping customers leverage the best of their platform and technology along with Citrix. And we now see several customers in the process of migrating their workloads and integrating them onto the Google Cloud Platform. And we continue to treat the Google Cloud Platform as a target from Citrix Cloud for the management of those workloads. So that relationship has existed for some time and we expect it to continue. We also continue to invest in specific features on that Google platform, including right now the announcement around the support of the Google Virtual Private Cloud Network, so that it allows customers to actually create the type of environment that they want to secure their applications on that platform. Of course, we also continue to support their platforms inside the workspace and their experiences inside the workspace. And we're going to continue to partner with them across their entire product portfolio. Our final question relates to an announcement that perhaps is a little bit ahead of its time. Some of you, the quite astute among you, noticed that there was maybe some discussion on social media about PVS related announcements. And while we're not ready to make those announcements just yet, I do want to share with you some of the thoughts that we have and our goals for what we hope to announce in the very near future. As you know, PVS is a key technology that customers use today on premises for provisioning. And frankly, we would love to bring the power of that to cloud-based provisioning also. So not ready to make any announcements about that here today. We're obviously working through it with the cloud platform partners. It's very important that we deliver this feature in a way that makes most sense, not just for our technology, but also integrates well into the cloud platforms. As I say, no announcements yet here today, but watch this space. Thanks everybody for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed the questions. And as I said earlier, if you do have follow-up questions, make sure you post them online. Myself or someone from the team will be happy to answer them. I'm going to be back here again in about 2 weeks for the Citrix Workspace Summit Q&A. So I hope to see you there. Thank you.